This is my review of the SimPure T1 400 UV reverse osmosis water filtration system. This was sent to me by the manufacturer for a review. So what I'm going to do is go over everything that comes in the box here, and then I'm going to show you how to install it, and then we're going to do a water test to see the parts per million before and after. So this is everything that comes in the box itself. You have the 4 filters. You have the red line, which is the drain line, the white line, which is the inlet line, and the blue line that goes off to the faucet itself. And this is the faucet here that comes with it. You put it in the sink, and it comes with all the connectors. And here are all the connectors also. Right here connects everything, and also the unit, of course. And the unit is marked which filter goes where. In the front here, you can see that the filters go right here. They're pre-marked. And you also have a pressure gauge right there. It also comes with the instructions, of course, and the template for mounting it on the side of the cabinet. So it has these screw holes here, and you just mount it onto the top. Put the screws in, then mount it onto the cabinet itself. So this system is designed to remove 99.9% of all particles in your water. It takes out chlorine, fluoride, heavy metals, lead, all kinds of things. And it also has a drain tube. So there's 2 things that you have to keep in mind here. You have to have this connected to your drain. So you're gonna have to have a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill into your drain and then connect it to the drain so it'll discharge. Every 1.5 gallons that it creates, it discharges 1 gallon through the drain. And that's how reverse osmosis works. It's also a 110 outlet powered, so you do have to have a power source under your sink. So let's get to it, and I'll show you how to install it. So the first thing I do is read through the instructions, of course, and make sure that which setup I have, and this is the setup I have right here. Just the standard setup. The blue line going to the faucet there, the red going to the drain line, and then you have the white inlet line. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the faucet itself, take the end off here, and so I put this on first. You have to put this through the sink, tighten the nut, and then put this on. But for right now, what I can do is attach this inlet valve to this. And you just push it on there like that and pull it and make sure it's nice and secure, so it's all set. So now once this is in the sink like this, I'll come up from underneath the sink and just pop it on there. So it sets in the hole just like that, and I'll go down below and attach this so that it's nice and secure. Now that's installed, I'm going to take this piece and push it up underneath onto the faucet there. The next step, I'm going to take the filters. I took the plastic off the filters, take the lid off of the filters, and I'm going to install them into the unit itself. To do this, I will place the unit on its side like this, and then I will take the corresponding letter to put it in to the correct slot. So to do this, you push it in a little bit and twist it to the right. And there we have it. They're all installed and ready to go. The next thing I will do is attach the screws on the cabinet with this template here. So I held the unit in place, and it was about even with this where I liked it. And I went in 4 inches, and I placed the template in there for the screws. So I'm going to screw it in place, put the 2 screws in. I'm going to leave that template in place because we don't need to pull it out. And that'll be the place for the mounting. So I've shut the water off here. This is on and off. That's in the off position right now. And we are going to work on this piece right here. I put in the washer, made sure the washer's in there, and it'll set in there just like this. I'm going to screw it in there, and the water line's going to come in here. This water line right here will be on here, and then this will be attached to the valve. So let me do that real quick. Just a few twists of the channel locks here. And just going to screw this back on. There, it's nice and tight.
Now I will place this water line up here. May need 2 wrenches, one to hold the bottom and one to tighten this top. Okay, that is nice and tight. I tightened it with the crescent wrench also. And now we're going to put the drain hole down here. You don't want to put it beyond the P-trap, the J-trap, like over here. You cannot put it over here. You have to put it over here before the J-trap. You can also put it vertical if you want. I'm gonna put it right in here on the top so that the water can, so that it'll go in, and then you'll have water coming down at the bottom of the tube. I have the 1/4 inch drill bit right here. I am going to drill it right here. Let me get the flashlight up here. There we go. Clean it up a little bit. That's where our tube will go. Now I'm gonna take the gasket here and put it over this hole, take off the backing like so, and then attach this with the screws and the bolts. And then the drain tube will go right in there. Okay, now that it's nice and tight, I am going to put in the red tubing. Now I just push in the red tubing like that, and it connected to the unit itself. Only thing we have left to do is put in the water line, the white water line, which we're gonna do that right now. Okay, now I tighten the water line here. That's in secure, and now I just have to hook it up to the unit. And you can see they are color coded. The waistline's red, the outlet water is blue, and then the other one is white on the back here. So I'm gonna hook those up right now. So hook up the red one first, and that's the drain. Just push it in there and pull it back and forth. Make sure it's nice and tight. The blue, and then once it's installed, I'll put in the white. Now we'll just connect the inlet valve right there. Make sure it's nice and tight. Turn everything on and test it out. Okay, there's no leaks. Just need to plug it in and let it run for 20 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna test to see how many parts per million we have. I have my TDS meter here. And first of all, we're going to turn on the regular faucet and get that. And we'll test that one. And now we will test the reverse osmosis. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's running a little bit. It's making a little bit of noise. And that's what the noise it makes once it shuts off. Okay, now let's get the meter. Here's the meter. I'm gonna turn it on. First, we're gonna test the regular faucet. And you see it's at 0 right now. Put it in there. And we're at 135. So there's 135 parts per million in the regular faucet. And we're gonna see what this one comes out to. And you see that you have 3, almost 0. There was a little bit of residue water in there. So it's very, very close to 0, if not exactly 0. So it's taking out 99.9% of all the particles. So that's fantastic. And the UV, it does have a UV light in there, which does help with that also.